to you live from the Walker Center of the campus of Oklahoma City University. Welcome to Studio 22, a production of the Mass Communications Department. I'm your host, Alison Letsos, and joining me on today's show is Aaron Snow. Hi, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Thanks for
having me.
having
Are you excited to be on the show?
I am.
Great. Well, Aaron is a wedding and lifestyle photographer here in the Oklahoma City area. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do here?
Well, I've been a photographer full-time for about 10 years now. A lot of what I do is wedding related, so, you know, wedding photography, families, commercial work as well. But
very cool. What got you into photography initially? What do you like about it?
You know, I just like the connection with the people. I like taking pictures, obviously, but you know, back in high school, I was in a VOTEC class that was photography, and it kind of kick-started my interest, and I've stuck with it ever since.
Yeah? Do you like photographing in Oklahoma? Is there anything special about the area that really is beautiful to capture?
Not really.
No? Well, that's disappointing. I was hoping for a much better answer than that. Is there anything in particular that your style sort of sets you apart as within the industry here?
You know, I think candids, as far as weddings go, you have your photos that you take that are standard photos like family portraits, and then the other portraits. It's kind of fun just to disappear behind the background and shoot and tell the story of a wedding day.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, you know, when you present the photos to the client, the bride or the groom, you know, a lot of times they're like, oh, I didn't realize that was happening. And so it's kind of fun to see after the fact.
Very cool. Is there a shot that you always make sure you get during a wedding? Is there like one shot that you have to get?
The kissing photo during the ceremony is important. That's probably the most important, I guess.
Yeah. Any of the candids that you were talking about?
I really enjoy the behind the scenes of the bride getting ready or the groom getting ready before the ceremony, just the anticipation building before the ceremony. You know, the mom helping with hair or the dress or whatever it is. But
very cool. I just got done in my sister's wedding, and we had a photographer, and it was really, really fun, actually, seeing like the way that getting ready translated into the photographs.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be right back after this commercial break, and we're going to talk to him a little bit about his the magazine that he works on, Edible OKC.
This is my city. This is where I learn, play, work, eat. This is my city. This is my home.
Welcome back to Studio 22. We're here with Aaron Snow, a wedding photographer in the Oklahoma City area, and we're talking to him about a little bit about his photography and what he does in the area. So during the break, you were talking a little bit about how you've traveled with your photography. What's your favorite place you've ever shot at?
Well, I really enjoy going to West Coast, California. It's just beautiful. The weather's great. The lighting is really nice outside there. So I would say California is kind of my favorite.
Do you tend to shoot weddings over there as well? Do people hire you to go in and shoot weddings in various states around the country?
Yeah, so just kind of depending on where people, you know, the internet kind of brings people closer. So if they like your work, they're going to ask you if you're available, and that's happened several times, East, West Coast. And then some of their friends after the fact are like, hey, who did you use? And so your reputation kind of builds around that area, and so that kind of brings you back to California or Maryland or wherever else I've been. But
Very cool.
Yeah.
Have you ever shot internationally? Have you gone?
Mexico, yeah,
Very
that's about
cool. Those beach weddings.
Yeah.
Got to get that destination
Yeah.
wedding in there.
it. Yeah.
Well, you also work a little bit on OKC, Edible OKC.
Yes.
Will you tell us a little bit about the magazine?
Well, my wife and I started this publication about 2.5 years ago. We were traveling actually in California at the time, and we're like, this is a really neat publication. It was Edible Santa Barbara. We're like, Oklahoma City is growing and the food scene is growing, and we'd really like to do something just like this here in Oklahoma City. So started about 2.5 years ago, like I said, and we publish every other month, so 6 issues per year, and it's just highlighting farmers, restaurants, chefs, all kinds of things related to food in Oklahoma City metro area. So,
Very cool. Well, is there anything special in this most recent edition that you feel really needs to be highlighted?
this particular issue is our drinks issue, so it highlights drinks across the city, whether it's alcoholic drinks or coffees, teas, boba tea, things like that, for example. But
Very cool. Well, we're out of time. Thank you so much for being in the studio.
for
We've
having
really
me.
enjoyed having you, and we'll catch you next time.
okay.